Well, I'm really excited this morning because we're bringing back my Landmarks in the Land series, and we really are in for quite the treat today. Welcome to Stan Hywet Hall Gardens in Akron. Maybe you've strolled the grounds there, or you have it on your bucket list of places to explore here in Northeast Ohio. But this morning, I take you inside the beauty and the history of this Summit County landmark.
If you're looking for space to roam.
We own 70 acres of property total. About 30 is what we call our historic footprint.
A place to play.
Where kids can come and play and have some interactive opportunities there.
Or just need an excuse to stop and smell the roses.
There's always something to see, always some color here in the garden.
The historic Stan Hywet Hall Gardens in Akron probably has what you're looking for and more.
And remind me again, square footage of the home itself.
64,500 square feet.
It's a lot of house.
It is.
And it's all meant to be shared with everyone.
They chose over the entryway the Latin phrase non nomus solum, which means not for us alone.
They being the Seiberling family. F.A. Seiberling and his wife Gertrude lived in this manor home with their 6 children. F.A., best known as co-founder of the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company and the Seiberling Rubber Company.
While they had this money, they had this prestige, they were very well known both in Akron and outside of the city as well. They were very down-to-earth people, and they were approachable, and I think that's also what helped to make this a community space.
Construction on the home where the Seiberlings hosted and entertained for decades began in 1912. The family moved in 3 years later. It's the work of Cleveland architect Charles Snyder in the style of French Tudor Revival. Curator Julie Frey says the home has 92 rooms, but touches like the upholstered furniture can make it feel homey.
We always get the feedback that I could live here, I could move right in, this feels so comfortable.
But if the stained glass windows and wood-paneled walls aren't your cup of tea, there's still plenty to see outside. The grounds were the vision of landscape designer Warren Manning.
He liked to use trees and shrubbery that would have been native to Northeast Ohio.
Gardens dot the property where the Seiberlings used to ride horses and ice skate in the winter. But eventually, the seasons would change for the family as well, with the death of their patriarch in 1955. Between the Great Depression, the war years, and F.A. growing older, the home had fallen into disrepair. The question then, what to do with the property?
The Seiberlings made their intention known that they wanted this house to continue past their lifetime.
Hoping to keep the home's spirit of community and gathering alive, a group of West Akron women, friends and neighbors of the family, came together to save Stan Hywet by forming a nonprofit.
They worked to spiff things up, and then we opened for tours June of 1957.
Today, the tours are still running, drawing visitors from far and wide.
Here we are.
Like Jennifer and Jim Lewis from Pittsburgh.
The grounds are beautiful. The outside looks very beautiful, kind of what I was expecting. Pretty excited to go inside.
Stan Hywet, its gardens, manor house, conservatory, gate lodge, and carriage house, emblematic of Akron's contributions to the 20th century.
It stands as a symbol for this time when Akron was on the national map, was so well known, was recognized, and had this really booming, significant industry here that impacted the rest of the world.
And a marker of the legacy of one family who built a shining jewel for their community.
We have the privilege of honoring the Seiberling legacy exactly as they would have intended. We are a resource to the public. They can come here and enjoy the grounds, just as the Seiberlings invited the community to come here over 100 years ago.
And if you're curious about the origins of the name, because I think a lot of people think Stan Hywet is the name of the family maybe, and it's not, it's the Seiberling family we know. Stan Hywet is actually Old English for stone quarry, which is kind of named after the property's most prominent natural feature there. So if anyone's wondering, there was no Stan in this building.
Nope. And I asked you earlier because, you know, I like to plan out things. I like to think ahead. And I said, Isabel, do they decorate for the holidays? Because just like an Arboretum or the Metro Park Zoo, like I would like to go walk around and see all of the twinkling lights. And obviously you can go visit anytime, but I get ahead of myself.
Absolutely. Yeah, their Christmas display and holiday display is supposed to be absolutely stunning. I know kind of as the new kids on the block. I'm looking forward to seeing that next year. But also, too, they said they have like 80+ weddings planned there for the 2022 season. So always a lot going on year round.